Now, WFXR Sports with David DeGuzman.
Well, Mama said there'd be days like this. The Hokies on a 4-game losing streak entering today. Those struggles started with a loss to Boston College on the road. The Eagles today visiting Castle Coliseum, and Virginia Tech seeking revenge as it looks to end that losing streak. Last time these two met, Hokies lost by 5. That was 2 weeks ago. Tech trying to change the narrative, and the boys in gray finding their groove in the first half. Isaiah Wilkins with the 3. Hokies with a 10-point lead. Then on the defensive end, Hokies coming up with the steal. Jalen Cone going the other way and popping up the deuce. Virginia Tech with its largest lead of the afternoon. But back come the Eagles. Jay Heath making his way in the paint for the kiss off the glass, and just like that, BC back within 2. Landers Nolly, though, provides the response in the form of a 3 right before time expires as Tech goes into the half up 38-33. Second half, Boston College makes us a whole new ball game. Heath from downtown ties it up at 45. Jay Heath with 18 for the Eagles. They led by as many as 6 in the second half. The Hokies putting together some magic here. Nolly for the slam and sparking a mini run for Tech. Later, it's Nolly again, gets through defenders for the layup, giving the Hokies a 1-point lead. 40 minutes was not enough for these two. We fast forward to overtime, tied at 70, and Nolly gets nothing but net on the 3. He led all scorers with 29 points. Boston College, though, with the last word, tied at 73. Stephon Mitchell powering his way to get the go-ahead bucket. Mitchell paced the Eagles with 21 points. Boston College steals a victory from Blacksburg, beating Virginia Tech 77-73.
It's athletics. It's the game. It's not comfortable. It's not ideal, but, big picture stuff, But at the same time, we've got a number of games left here, and we want to win as many of those as we can. But I do have some perspective on who we're playing and the improvements that those guys are making.
Frustration. There's no frustration. We just got to get better. We just got to get better every day. Just take one game at a time. I know we're going to bounce back.
So 5th straight loss for Virginia Tech. The Hokies, though, have a week off before taking on Pitt next weekend. Virginia visiting 5th-ranked Louisville at the KFC Yum Center. First half, who's trailing by 11. Mamadi Diakite gets the rebound and able to get the slam, cutting the deficit to single digits. Now to the second half, 10-point game. Tomas Waldentense heating up, knocking down his 3rd, his 4th, and his 5th three-pointers of the game, and UVA gets within 5. Later, Waldentense on fire. He dropped 27 points, 20 of them in the second half. Eventually gets to tie the game at 68. However, free throws lifting Louisville the rest of the way. The Cardinals earning their 10th straight win, 80-73, the final over UVA. Some other Division I scores from tonight. Radford beats High Point 81-70. Carleek Jones leads the way with 20 points for the Highlanders. In the ASUN, Caleb Holmesley's 30 points helped Liberty defeat North Alabama 74-56. Meanwhile, in the latest edition of the rivalry between VMI and the Citadel, the Keydets get the win in Charleston, South Carolina 75-64. Greg Parham dropped a career-high 36 points. VMI getting the season sweep of the Bulldogs. A few weeks ago, the Hokies wrestling team got a wake-up call, suffering a lopsided loss to North Carolina at Castle Coliseum. Tech has since bounced back with wins over Virginia and Old Dominion, and tonight, the Hokies returning to Blacksburg for their final home duel of the season. And if Castle is home for the Hokies, the Mossart Center is that trendy city penthouse condo that you happen to use for your Great Gatsby parties. 6th straight year that Virginia Tech gets to battle on stage. The Hokies put on a performance for sure. 133-pound fight. Colin Girardi dominating his opponent, Harrison Campbell. He scores 4 points on the near fall just as the first period expired, and then eventually ends the match with a pin in the 3rd period. It's the freshman's 9th dual win of the year and his 2nd by pin. We'll move up to the 149-pound weight division. Bryce Andonian slamming Wade Unger to the mat. He'll earn 4 points on the near fall, taking an 8-1 lead. He nearly got a pin as the first period expired, but he couldn't beat the clock. Andonian, though, instead goes on to win by tech fall. He wins his 6th victory in a duel this season. Hokies rolling in this one, and then BC LaPrade on his senior night, winning by pin over Eric Carter, the 16th ranked wrestler in the country, ending his match in just under 3 minutes. Virginia Tech dominating from start to finish, beating Duke 46-3.
Just about going out there and taking wins and being aggressive and getting to our offense and staying on our offense and really just dominating when we can dominate. So from that standpoint, I was very pleased with the approach that our guys had, the mindset that our guys had, and the effort they went out there with and attacked with. So yeah, there's a lot of positive things that happened tonight. It's great momentum going into next weekend down in Raleigh. So we're excited. We've got to just, like any other match show, you got to turn the page and get ready for the next one.
As the season wraps up for wrestling, season opener for Virginia Tech women's lacrosse. Hokies taking on Davidson at the Beamer Lawson indoor facility. Late first half, Gianna New finds the back of the net, gets the Wildcats within 4, but the Hokies get the last word in before the break. Taylor Caskey with the unassisted goal with just 4 seconds left. Tech with an 8-3 lead going into recess. Second half, Paige Petty scoring back-to-back goals. This is a player who scored 66 goals last season as a sophomore. Today, the junior led the Hokies with 5 scores as Virginia Tech wins the opener over Davidson 17-10. A busy day in Blacksburg. I love the wrestling at Moss Arts Center, a unique venue for sure, and elevates the sport of wrestling.
Yeah, and you said quite a success. I mean, if I heard that score correctly, that's pretty dominant.
Yeah, great show by the Hokies today.
Yeah, thank you, David.